everybody. Ryan Groth here, and I'm really excited to have this new episode of the RT3 podcast. And so welcome for everyone tuning in. So if you guys don't know me yet, I am Ryan Groth. I'm a board member of RT3, Roofing Technology Think Tank. This podcast is all about finding innovation and interviewing contractors and product solution providers of really what's helping the roofing industry grow, helping us adapt, helping us innovate. So I'm also the founder of Sales Transformation Group. We're a sales training, coaching, consulting company. Have a lot of fun doing that. But this is about roofing, contractors, RT3, innovations. And today we have the specialness of featuring Viking Products Group. And Tom Bauer is here to just share a little bit about it. So thanks for sponsoring, Tom, and thanks for wrangling together a few of your great contractors to share all about how Viking is impacting their business and why it's innovative and what's different about it and all these things like that. So, Tom, I'd like for you to just introduce yourself, what you guys are doing, and then we can segue into introducing our guest today. So, thanks a ton.
Ryan, thank you for the introduction. Really, the thanks goes out to the team that's going to be talking to you here shortly. From ASI and CJE and our distribution partner, which is probably a little bit different to have on this kind of platform. But, you know, it's really about a team that has come together and helped us bring some of these best in class products to the building envelope market. And that's really what Viking Products is really tried to put together, is these teams that not only formulate themselves on the maintenance and repair, but, you know, work our direction towards, you know, full designed assemblies. We're really focused on the contractors. We're really focused on bringing, you know, unique products to the market space. And just two of those that we're really going to focus on today is both the Green Weld and Green Slope products. So the team that's going to talk is use this in different applications in their business. So really, I want to focus on my partners and who have helped put me in customers and trusted and, you know, moved forward with some of the Viking products. So one of the things with this is the team that's going to talk about it hopefully can give you some examples of where both Green Weld and Green Slope are used. But I would encourage anyone to go out to our vikingpg.com webpage. And also, these two products that we're talking about today have their own unique YouTube channels. So really looking forward to hearing, I guess, the choir preach to the sermon of Green Slope and Green Weld. And thank you for my partners being online here and helping Viking grow through great products.
Yeah. Before we do that, I mean, I'm a big sports guy, and you shared offline that you and Tom Brady played together at a Hula Bowl, huh?
Oh boy, here we go. Yes, many moons ago. I'm a local Ohio boy. I'll give a shout out to my D3 school, Mount Union.
There you go.
Long time ago, this little D3 kid, I wouldn't say little, I tried to tell you I was a free safety, but at about 330 pounds, I don't think I'm going to be running a 40 very quickly. So yeah, this little kid from Ohio got invited to this all-star game, which I didn't actually believe that I was good enough. And next thing I know, this guy from Michigan introduces himself to me named Tom Brady. So had some opportunity to rub some elbows with some really cool folks out in Mountain Maui. So when I watched his career and watched him last week, I was just kind of smiling.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, very cool. So what I like to do is welcome our contractor guests to share all about these products. So let's start with Mason Sherman. Mason, tell us where you're from and a little bit about your company, as much detail as you care to share, just kind of at the stage in the company you're representing today. And then we'll come back around to you in a little bit.
Sure. I'm an Ohio boy too. I was born and raised in Athens, Ohio. I worked in design prior to construction, and moved to Columbus in around 1999 and was working in most residential flips, but we were doing historical restoration on those flips. And then as my career moved on, I was doing, you know, full rehabs and everything. And some of my guys were like, man, you really need to get into roofing. There's a lot of money in roofing. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. I'm good. I don't want to do any roofs. I'll leave that to somebody else. So they finally talked me into doing roofing. And I realized I could make as much money in a day as I could in a week of interior rehab. And actually enjoyed being outside and doing those types of projects. So I partnered with another friend of mine and we opened CJE Restoration. And we do residential and commercial construction. But mostly that we've used the green slope and the green garden has been for our historical box gutter relines and resloping, and it's really been a great project. But we really like working on the historical homes. There's a lot of story behind them. You can actually follow us on Instagram. It's at CJE Restoration. You kind of see some of the cool projects we've been working on. I believe there's a green slope project that we actually posted on there, and
Awesome.
have gotten some leads off of as well. But it's just fun to work on the old homes, and like I said, they have all of them have a different story behind them, and it's they're cool projects to work on.
Awesome. Very cool. Thanks, Mason. I really appreciate you sharing that, and welcome to the podcast. Let's go with Chad Klein.
Yeah, I'm also an Ohio guy too as well. I actually been working for Louis T. Olesheimer, a commercial roofing distributor here in the Columbus, Ohio market for a little over 4 years now. Actually, new news as well that just started off this Monday previously. We were just recently acquired by SRS roofing distributors. We are still operating under Louis T. Olesheimer as a separate entity. But now it's just nice to have that financial backing with a larger corporate company that's still privately owned and still have that family focus. But we mainly service, commercial roofers such as CJE and ASI. They're both of our customers. We started getting into the green weld and green slope mainly because Viking sales and tech service was extraordinary. They were easy to get a hold of, helpful, especially trying to figure out where we need to be at price points to, make sure this was a good fit for, labor wise and material cost wise. It has a long shelf life, both the green weld and the green slope. So as a distributor, that sort of helps us with our products. Doesn't take too much room. Also with us being in Ohio and then being close, just that relationship makes it that easier. The ease of application on these materials too, with the green weld and green slope. You really don't have to have a lot of skilled labor. You have to have a little bit more skill with the green weld, with having weld abilities in the equipment. But the green slope, it's relatively ease of application. It's quick learning, and also it's relatively lower cost to fix some sloping issue or ponding water. And that really, saved money for the building owner, and then also makes it a little bit easier for the contractor with cutting down labor and also the material costs to pass.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear more about that from the applicator side as well, like with the innovations and the ability to be more nimble in your business with these products. So yeah, thanks a ton, Chad, and I appreciate you hopping on. And Eric Feist with ASI Commercial Roofing and Maintenance, love to hear from you. So welcome.
Thank you. Like everybody else on this call, I believe, I'm an Ohio guy as well, originally from Northeast Ohio, the Youngstown, Warren area. I've been in commercial roofing since 2003, shortly after I got out of the military. And ASI Commercial Roofing and Maintenance is a commercial roofing contractor here in Central Ohio with offices in Marysville and Dayton, Ohio as well. We do a lot of new construction as well as roof replacements, and our service maintenance repair division is pretty sizable but growing every day and every year. So that's our primary focus, and my primary focus with the company is the service repair and maintenance, and oddball or unique situations generally seem to get thrown on my plate. And our department's plate, so which is really where we got introduced and had the opportunity to work with both green weld and green slope. We work with a lot of developers here in Central Ohio, and with the new construction designs, everybody's always looking for newer, better, more unique. So with that always comes new, unique opportunities for roofing systems, products, and details. Which is where we have had the installation and application of both green weld and green slope kind of save us in a few situations and really help our developer partners because that product was invented and or available.
Yeah, that's really great. So thanks for sharing that. Yeah, great Ohio podcast today with some ties to Maui because I live in, I've been here. So a little Miami, Ohio, back and forth. So welcome everybody. And thanks for taking the time to introduce yourself. So here we go. I'm going to stick with Eric here. I want to hear why you heard. I understand that the developers, they have this desire to do things new and edgy and different, and you did that. Why these products? What was so innovative and different about them? What was special about them that's different from what you were doing before? Why the change? Why the innovation? And what do the results look like for you?
Well, the first product that we used was the green slope. And the situation that we had is there were these multi-million-dollar condos that were built, and a large portion of those condos had exterior balcony patios that we installed a roofing membrane on originally during original construction as the waterproofing. And then on top of that, there were a paver system for the aesthetics and for the ease of use for the homeowners. And as time went on, these condos were built roughly 2 to 3 years ago. So as tenants started to move in and as people started to buy the condos, it was determined that the structural slope that was built into the concrete patios was not sufficient enough to drain the water. And of course, ponding water was happening on people's patios, which led to bugs, insects, dirt, odor that the homeowners of these multi-million-dollar condos did not want to put up with. So we'd actually seen in an email from Chad from Olesheimer, this green slope product, and I said, hey, traditional roofing methods were not generally going to be applicable just because of the restrictions in doorway heights and the other exteriors that were on the building that would not allow for a traditional tapered insulation and a membrane to be reinstalled in these applications. So we got in contact with the group from Viking. They were gracious enough to come down, take a look at the situation, and then actually come back down after the fact and do some samples with us to ensure it was going to be an appropriate product to use for the situation. And we installed that the beginning of December, and I was over there the other day with the green slope was installed. We installed a couple coats of an elastomeric coating over top of the green slope and then put the pavers back on once everything cured out. And there's not a drop of water on the patio. So the developer and general contractor that we're working with on it is very excited because, like I said, there's approximately 30 more balconies that could possibly use it down the road. So it's been a solution to traditional roofing methods, and it's going to be at about a 40% contract price reduction to traditional roofing materials. So, and a lot of that is the labor. It was incredible how fast it was installed. I was really amazed at the speed at which it went down.
Love that. It gets me excited thinking about 40% reduction in contract costs and then happy customers and more balconies, and my brain goes off thinking about that. So very exciting. Can you share with me why it was so easy, do you think? What makes it so much easier? And for those who aren't maybe as technical like me, what made it so easy to reduce the cost like that for you?
So in order for us to install a traditional roof over top of the roof membrane that was there would require 4 foot by 4 foot tapered insulation boards, insulation adhesive, removing everything off of the existing balconies and patios and storing them somewhere out of the way so that we could then install the new roof system, as opposed to going from what we did on the installation of the green slope is we were able to move approximately 70% of the pavers that were on the balcony areas and just stack them up on the existing patio, install the green slope, let it dry, then move the pavers back to the section that's already been completed. With installing a new roof system, we would probably had to have taken all of those pavers completely off of the patio to allow for just the room of installing 4 foot by 4 foot tapered insulation boards with a insulation adhesive, then adhering a new membrane over top of that. So there would have been a lot more pieces and parts to install, as opposed to the 4-gallon totes of rubber and polyurethane that Viking put together for us for this project. We mixed it on the ground, took up the 4-gallon tote in a man lift to the balcony area. We already had the forms in place on the balcony, installed the product, and then we just kind of kept doing that process over until we had the 70% of the balcony installed. And then again, when we moved the pavers back over to finish the remaining 30% of it, it was the same process. So all in all, it took about a day and a half to 2 days, as opposed to 4 or 5 days with traditional methods.
You got any more contracts signed with it yet?
Well, in the spring we will. They're waiting for the spring weather to make sure everything drains properly. Which, like I said, I was over there a week ago and there wasn't a drop on it. So this will be much more cost effective and less intrusive to the homeowners to install than traditional roofing methods would be.
Thank you. You're an incredible communicator with this too, by the way. Nice job. Good job, Eric. So Mason, I'd like to go to you, and then Chad, I'm going to ask you to field a question afterwards about other uses of the products. So Eric shared about the Green Slope product, right? And the other product, Mason, are you as familiar with Green Slope, or are you more familiar with the Green, what was it, Wave?
Green Guard. We've actually used both products, and we actually used them in conjunction on our first job, and then we've used the Green Slope on another project and the Green Guard on another project as well. So we actually used, like I said, we used them in conjunction. So it was a 120-year-old house, and the box gutters were holding water and needed to be relined. And originally, when these box gutters were built, it was all new framing at that point. You know, all the structure was sloped in the direction needed to go for the downspouts, and had been lined with a tin, which was, seamed and brazed originally. So the customer was looking for a solution for a reline, and also so that it wouldn't be holding water. So for us to do it like historically accurate, we would have to go in, rip all the tin out, take all the slate off the first couple rows at the bottom, reframe, reline them with wood, and then put either tin or copper back in there, seam them and braze them, and then reinstall the slate, which is probably a $50,000 project. And oftentimes that's, cost prohibitive for a lot of these homeowners. So we went in, we looked at it. The structure was still firm enough where it could support weight. It just, kind of settled over time. So we went in and we added the Green Slope in the bottom of the box gutters, and we chalked a line on the slope that we needed for the fall to the downs. So we mixed the Green Slope, we put it in the bottom of the box gutter where it needed to go. And then we were able to use the Green Guard actually on top of that. And we learned if we heated it up a little bit, it was a lot more flexible. So we could actually get it up underneath the slate product down in the box gutter, and then weld the vertical and the horizontal seams in the box gutter. And then we were able to terminate it on the edge with another piece of metal that kind of mimicked the original tin copper lining that they had originally. And it solved the sloping issues. We relined it, and we were able to save the customer probably 50% at least on the contract.
Wow, that's great. Thanks for sharing that. So tell me, what was I think the correct language from what I understand, Tom, thanks for your gracious chat here, is a green weld, right? So you have green weld, and then, we have the Green Slope, right? And so you use both on there, and that's fantastic. So was that the first time you used these products, or did you have, did it come about before? Did Chad hit you up with an email too?
Well, they actually had a training at Oldtimers. So we went down there, and Tom was there, and they went through a presentation, and I was just kind of, the first thing that popped into my head was some of the issues that we come across on a daily basis that this was able to solve, that there aren't other products out there that are able to do these things. So I was really excited about it. So that was the first product we used, or the first situation we used it on. And then we've done another box gutter job with it. And then we used some of the Green Slope for a HUD project, because on HUD, if they have any standing water on their roof at all, even if it's a very small puddle, they'll fail their inspection. So we were able to get up there, use the Green Slope in there, use an elastomeric coating over that, and eliminate some of that ponding water issue they had, and they were actually able to pass their inspection.
Nice. That's great. So this is, you've used it multiple times, the Viking products, and Now it's seeming like you picking up some steam. There's confidence to kind of start solving problems more regularly with your sales process.
Yep. And it's so versatile. Like every day you think of something like, oh man, I could use that here. So we're actually keeping those products on the truck now. So if there's situations where there's not a typical, product that we can use, we're finding new ways we can use it every day. It's really
Chad's
exciting.
like, yes, he is keeping it on the truck. Same with Tom. Good job. Appreciate that. So Chad, I know you are been partnering with Olesheimer to help Mason and Eric, and I'm excited. They're bought in. This is great. Can you share how other contractors perhaps or other uses that you could describe that'd be super helpful for the user and the end user here, or the listener rather, of how they can apply these products, and just, give a couple of examples, some stories of how the innovation is impacting the contracting business.
Yeah, I'll sort of take a take on what Mason was saying. There's sort of so many applications that they're just scratching the surface, honestly, with. So, I mean, like you said, the green weld, that product, a lot of people, like you said, are just starting to keeping it in their service vans just because they may use it for an emergency patch to weld, because it does weld to other substrates. So when you have, that availability, it really sort of helps, things really service and maintain some the issues you're seeing up on a roof. The green slope, I mean, I'm even seeing it. A customer bought some the other day to put down on his duck boat. So he put it down, so it's a non-slip area. He put it in, so water got in his duck boat. He laid it down, troweled it out, let it cure, and it was a slip resistant thing, and it also it was able to get wet. So there's a lot of different applications for both the green weld and green slope. It's just getting scratched right now, but like Eric was saying, with the ponding water, that's the biggest one that I've seen with the tapered systems, just because how material and labor intensive it is. Like you said, you're cutting it 3 days of labor. That's huge, coming down to it. And that's the one thing that everybody's trying to find is good labor. So when you could cut down labor and sort of stave your labor force some unneeded work and go towards something else, that's just beneficial for everybody.
Absolutely. That's very, very good, and more margin, and helps you grow your business and have more time and more resources to grow and find more people to help. So that sounds fantastic. This is really, really good. What would you say to a roofing contractor right now? What would you say they're probably saying, man, this is their situation they're probably stuck with right now, that you need to get out, that these products will help you very quickly? Like, describe the contractor that's struggling right now, that this product would immediately help them if they just embraced it. And then, so maybe Eric, you can describe that first, or answer that first question. And then Mason, you could say, how easy would it be, or how easy would it be to kind of get your team involved in how to use it? With their current labor force, and like the best way to go about that and how you've done that. So Eric, you want to answer that first question, and Mason, you can, answer the second one. And maybe Tom, if you want to chime in too, you could at the end. So,
the kind of piggybacking off of what Chad said, being that these products are versatile with other roofing materials and even other substrates for that matter. We used the green weld on a concrete parking garage deck. So it's a versatile product as well as the green slope. So any unique situation that a standard roofing material may work, but not work long term for, these products would definitely be applicable with, as well as the versatility. Like I said, they can go on numerous different types of either existing roofing systems or substrates. Very versatile.
So they're basically saying, to that contractor, it's like, I don't have as versatile. It's more cumbersome for me to make those adjustments, or to repair, or to restore. And you're like, man, this will make you a lot less cumbersome, because this is applicable across the board. You don't have to be as specific and niche for every purchase. This is going to work, right? So it's like,
correct.
Get out of that. And Mason, if they're like, okay, what do you say to a contractor who doesn't have this, and let's say they start using it, what would be is it easy? Is there a learning curve? Is it pretty much a no-brainer? Is there something different that they're going to have to learn? Tell us a little bit about engaging and using these products and getting the team to use them.
It's surprisingly easy to use the products. And we went through the training, but it applicates somewhat easier than most other products. And like if you're using TPO or PVC, you're already welding, so you know how to do that. And then just cleaning and priming and caulking the edges on patch stuff, it goes down really easily. So if you know roofing, you'll adapt to this product really quickly. And I feel like that's a problem with like a lot of the people that have been in the industry a long time, when people come out with these new innovative stuff and they're like, oh no, I've done it this way for 20 years. This is the only way you do it. This is the best way. So I'd really encourage you to try it, because it is very easy. And just as Eric said, it's so versatile. You can have one roll of that on the truck instead of having to have a roll of PVC, TPO, EPDM, and modified all in the truck. You can have one product that kind of does it all.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like that's pretty fantastic. To me, it's like I'm thinking about software, and it's like when you have like something like Zapier that connects multiple softwares together, you don't have to find a new software to run your business. It's like to fix and repair and to sell work and fulfill and solve problems. You get one product instead. It integrates multiple products versus having to have a brand new roll on everything, which is expensive, hurts your bottom line. This allows you to be more quick. It will increase your close rate, right? Shorten your sales cycle. And because it's less on labor, you can make sure you have enough margin in there that feels really good, and you're feeling like you're winning. It's good. I like it. And so Tom,
I'd like, if I could just throw one thing in there as well, being that we had such a unique situation with these balconies and patios, having Viking come down and review the situation with us and kind of get their eyes on it. They made a specialty blend specifically for this situation, which made it a lot easier and a lot quicker and a lot faster to get a resolution than, well, let's try this, then try that, then try this. Having everybody aware of the situation up front made the result a lot faster and easier, and it came out beautifully. So
what if I'm in
their
Hawaii,
due diligence saved us time.
If I'm in Hawaii, Tom, would you be able to do that on a video chat with me, or?
Oh, I think that's got to be in person. Going to be hard to get out of the 8 inches of snow and head to Hawaii. So I'll see if I can fit it in my schedule for you, Ryan. But, no, I appreciate the feedback, because we're really born out of roofing contracting. The leadership at Viking was born into a family business that was a contractor. I've been a part of contractor, love training. And, I think a big market space that manufacturers are missing is really that service and maintenance department. Products really designed for, just like Mason said, why have 5 different pieces of membrane, to be able to repair, and why tear into good performing roofing systems just to move water based on either passing inspection or customers' expectations. So to hear that, our vision of these products is being implemented in the right way to the contractors who are telling us and feeding us back that, yes, it is versatile. Yes, it is time saving. And it just gets me excited. So like I said, I couldn't do it without these partners, and that interaction with us as the manufacturer and our contractors really providing that feedback on the job, on the roof, with the customer. That's really what just kind of encourages me that we're on the right track.
Yeah, sounds like it. And it's great to hear from these guys, professionals here in the business, having success and clearing more margin, unlocking, your ability to grow. So anything that we can unhook that's a weight to help us grow is fantastic. So I'm really excited to hear this on the product side. So a couple things. I think that the folks here who are listening, I think they should follow your Instagram, Mason. And if Eric, you have any evidence or footage of this in action as a contractor, I'd love to hear if we can do that. And of course, I know Tom and Chad are going to have an opportunity for people to see what they're doing and get in touch. But Mason, you said just at CJE Restoration on Instagram. There's some things there. You're muted. Sorry, Mason. Oh.
Yeah, we're on Facebook as well, but it's just at CJE Restoration on Instagram, and then Facebook, it's just CJE Restoration. And we're actually started to do some blogging on our website too. We're doing a 2.0 on our website. So I'd like to do some, we got some new cameras. We're going to start doing some tutorials and some in-field application videos and stuff too. So start looking for those.
Fantastic. Awesome. Anything at ASI, Commercial Roofing and Maintenance, that you guys have showcasing this product in action yet?
I have some videos of the installation of the product. I've sent those to Tom, but I'll get I can email those out, and I'll put those onto my personal LinkedIn. We're actually in the process of updating all of our marketing, which includes LinkedIn and Facebook. So I can get that. That may be a couple of weeks away, but our website is asirfg.com, and we'll work at getting some videos up on there as well.
Awesome. That's really, really great. And yeah, I'd love to hear from Chad and Tom, just kind of wrapping this up. If I'm a roofing contractor, I want to learn more. I want a demo. I want a presentation. I want to know how to do this. Do I need to contact my ABC supplier? Or do I contact Tom and you get pulled in? How does this work? Or do I contact SRS or Beacon? Like, what do we do here? How do we do this?
Well, I'll open the floor to Chad. Chad is Olensheimer and Son have been really supportive in that Ohio location. Of course, nationally, we're available in a variety of ABCs and Beacons and SRSs. Of course, from a national standpoint, VikingPG.com and also on the YouTube channels, Green Slope and Green Weld have their own channels to help kind of go over the introduction, and installation of the products. So we're just excited to have partners like Chad to help us distribute it to the contractors. But from a national level, love to hear from anyone out there that would like more information. And then from there, I will help guide you to our local support partners like Olensheimer and Chad. I think you can attest to how well we partnership on a local level as well.
Yeah, and that local level does help out a lot too, as well, getting that field service and making sure the customer is getting taken care of on a personal level. Olensheimer has multiple locations. There's only one currently in Ohio, but there's others in Indiana, Michigan, and West Virginia. So we're sort of in that Midwest or Great Lakes area region. And if you ever need to get anything for technical support or demonstrations or questions, feel free to reach out to myself, but I'll always just reach out to Tom or Dallas, someone else who's a part of the Viking team, and they'll be more than happy to get in contact with you directly, or me secondhandly do that for them and make sure you guys get taken care of your needs.
Fantastic. Thank you guys. And if you've made it this far, thank you, and good work. And as a listener, we have at RT3, we have a community level membership, and it's only $250 for the year. And you get to join our Slack channel and network with some of the best contractors across the country, and also suppliers, manufacturers, tech companies, consultants, people like that. So RT3, great group, join. We have a Facebook group as well, Roofing Technology Innovators. And yeah, check out our website, rt3thinktank.com, I believe. And we're just here to serve. We're here to help shape the industry and innovate and help the entire industry grow. And everybody in that group is all about that. So thank you for listening and tuning in. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Chad. Thanks, Mason and Eric. You guys are rock stars, and certainly really, really honored to be able to take some time to hear all about this innovation. And so if you're a contractor, let's go. Get that service department going, grow it, have a better innovative product to install, be more nimble, make more margin, grow your business, do what we're doing. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone. And that's it.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan.